I call her the Wicked Witch. But yeah, the article down below, where even if you live next to this girl, you know how they say you don't fuck the girl next door? You definitely cannot be fucking with Christy, because if you do, she will deport you. It don't matter if you fuck her too good or if you don't fuck her good enough. She gonna be mad at you. She gonna fucking deport you. She probably gonna deport her husband, or that one dude she been fucking for 15 years that she been cheating on her husband with. She probably gonna deport him. Dude, you can't even live. So basically, I thought I had problems with my neighbors. They be trying to call code enforcement on me because somebody be calling code enforcement on them. I don't know who the fuck calling code enforcement on them, but they raggedy as shit. I don't know why the fuck they calling on me. Cause he mad he can't mow my grass or some shit. But for real. I thought I had bad neighbors, but Christy, you move next to her, she gonna deport your ass. She's so fucking crazy. And that's what that article was talking about. I put that down in the description below. So we finna move along to, this is cool right here. This is some good news for you guys. Now, if you guys are, I guess for the MAGA folks or something, since we're gonna be talking about humans being saved, I guess the MAGAs is not gonna enjoy this video. But hey, if y'all are for human life, you know, you don't care what color that they are and you're for it, then you're probably gonna like what I'm talking about. This is the mayor of Seattle, and he is making it a law in 21 days. So within this month, the mask should be banned. So after it has been pushed in Cali, that masks are banned, it's just gonna, and they got that approved successfully, it's slowly gonna follow throughout the nation, probably the world. He's signing an executive order for the mask to be banned. He's on that next. But right now, he's signing an order, is what I'm going to go through within this article. The cops are going to be able to restrain ICE according to, they're banning ICE from being able to do what they're doing, from being violent with the protesters, from taking matter into their own hands. ICE is going to have to listen to, even though they're federal agents, they're going to have to listen to the officers, and the officers will be there within the protest, but they're supposed to be protecting the people, and they're going to be against ICE. In a way, they're protesting against ICE as well. And he's making it where the federal troops, Chicago did this as well, cannot help ICE and back them up with what they're doing, because they're basically beating people up. What they're doing is inhumane. I know a lot of people like are like, what? It's not medieval times and we can't go around and just beat people? No. Or they're gonna turn around and beat you. So, you know, some people say life ain't fair. Hey, some people make it. See, as we've seen in Portland and now Chicago, President Trump is unreliably ramping up his military occupation of American cities. Harold said during the press conference, he is showing no respect for the rule of law, and we are ready to fight in court. Andy and ICE Barbie are supposed to say, you're supposed to follow what we're supposed to say. Well, they don't know their jobs. ICE is supposed to be following what they've been overstepping their boundaries, and ICE was supposed to, they had a boss, and they were acting like they didn't have no boss, and ICE, they have a boss. So the bosses are stepping in, and ICE is going to have to listen to law enforcement. The mayor will also propose an ordinance to ban the use of face masks by federal law enforcement agents, by ICE. The order was citing recent warrantless arrests and detentions by masked and ununiformed individuals under the Trump administration. That's another thing. So it's gone up 75% that marauders are taking advantage of ICE using masks to hurt people, and there are people who are just, their goal is to rob people, hurt people, rape people out there, and that has increased 75% during Trump's administration, where random people are throwing on masks and just hurting people out there. So we'll continue to build trust and transparency to ensure that our immigrants and refugee communities continue to see Seattle as a true welcoming city. Homandi Mohammed, the director of Seattle office and immigrant and refugee affairs, told reporters. I know some people are so confused. I will never understand how they think that immigrants, especially when a lot of people in America are children and grandchildren of immigrants, how do y'all think immigrants are hurting America? When I just said what I said, a lot of you guys are you are descendant of immigrants. Half of the FBI agents, because of Kash Patel, are being fired and forced to work for ICE. So, and then the other half are foreign and not even supposed to be here and taking direction from someone telling them what to do, and they don't even understand what the fuck they're being told. Nearly half of the FBI agents and major office are reassigned to ICE. Yeah, don't even want to be there. So you guys can just hide and get paid overtime. Nearly half of the FBI agents working in the U.S. major fields have been reassigned for ICE, according to newly released data. A stunning shift of law enforcement priorities have been raised public safety concerns. That's another thing too. Not only are they, moving people from FBI, but they're trying to pull people from random police precincts. One of them being Polk, Florida. He was the first one to speak out that they're grabbing police to just enforcing them to work with ICE. That's how bad they're losing. People don't want to people don't want to do the job of ICE. People are not voluntarily putting in their applications. They're being forced, if you will. And so Trump's administration has moved 45%, I round up, 50% of FBI agents of the country's 25 largest field offices to support ICE. Across FBI office, that's 23%, roughly 1,300 total agents at the Bureau are now working on ICE. This is according to Warner, a top Democrat in the Senate of Intelligence Committee. So this is, get the whole name, Mark Warner. So, yeah, they're doing 3,000 daily arrests. I'm not sure if that's their goal. And they are seeking to expand detention capacity to hold more than 100,000 people. Now, they say immigrants, I say people, because I feel at this point, they look at any word, immigrants, black people, demons, not Christian. They make up any word for people out here to mislead the masses. To just make people believe that, oh, you need to hate them. You just need to hate. Just believe what I say. Just hate them now. So when I beat them up, I don't have to hear your mouth. So the move is in line with FBI Director Kash Patel's efforts to purge, because this is perjury. Have you seen that movie? The Bureau of agents seen as disloyal Trump, noting reports of termination of personnel involved in January 6th investigation, which I think is funny. So it's if you're not for Trump, then you can't stay here, but I'm gonna fire you and I'm gonna force you if you believe, if you go along with that. He's if you're not going to be for Trump here, then you're gonna go work for ICE and be forced to be for Trump over there. Unless he's putting a gun to people's heads, you guys still do have a choice to go ahead and take that type of demotion or promotion, whatever you want to call it. You're, moving from department to department, or if you want to go ahead and resign. So when I saw the other day, it said this huge number of federal officials were resigning. I'm now starting to connect the dots that it, of course, has to be something along the lines of this. Guys, one more article that I had to throw in down there. MAGA is pissed Not just because you guys watch my videos and you're pissed about everything, but their vote, again. So, where I draw the line, is quoting someone from MAGA's furious over Trump allowing foreign military base on U.S. soil. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Qatar's Air Force is here in Idaho, and that's basically what this article is talking about? I put it down below. I didn't want to really go in on this, but basically that's, I just summed everything up in a fucking minute. To build Qatar Air Force facility at Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. So, I think what's getting really annoying with and Kegseth is announcing the shit, but this is getting annoying. What the fuck is making any of y'all think that Trump is for America? He's letting foreign these are not supposed to be our allies. These are not our friends. These are our enemies, but they're Trump's friends. And they are building bases here in Idaho in America. And so after a while, it's not going to be, they're not going to listen to Trump. They're going to do a mutiny. It said that's an invasion. This is an invasion. We're being taken over. And you guys, just easily give up keys to Versailles.
This is young Donald Trump. He didn't grow up like most of us. His house had 23 rooms, and the family had a household staff. The family chauffeur drove him to his private school in one of his daddy's Cadillacs. And he may never have had to drive himself, or shop for himself, or make a meal for himself, or work a real job because his daddy gave him $403 million. Yet now he's obsessed with people who have come to this country seeking a better life. Just like Melania and her parent, and Donald Trump's mother, and his first wife, and his grandparents. So the question is, why is a man who's been given so much, so obsessed with hurting, not helping those who weren't born with golden spoons in their mouths? What do you think?